सो रिकॉर्डिंग वर्जन भी इसका रहेगा आपके लिए. So this is the today's topic is very interesting, and since the NEET examinations are already done with, so now many students are planning for the MBBS. This year around 23 lakh, more than 23 lakh students appeared for the examination, and now everybody is waiting for the results. Everybody is planning where they can, whether they can get the admit or not. MBBS is a desired career for many students in India. It is one of the, you can say, the topmost career, dream career for all the students. तो बहुत ही ये आज का जो विषय है, इसमें मैं पूरा एमबीबीएस गाइडेंस करने वाला हूँ कि कैसे एडमिशन प्रोसेसेस रहते हैं, व्हाट हैज टू बी डन, नए नए क्या रेगुलेशंस हैं इंडियन गवर्नमेंट के, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के क्या क्या नए निर्णय हैं, और नेशनल मेडिकल कमीशन के भी क्या नए नए रेगुलेशंस हैं. तो आई विल बी गिविंग अ ब्रीफ इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द इंडियन पार्ट, as well as I will be covering up the financial, कैसे आपको प्लानिंग करना पड़ेगा, how the things should be planned financially till the post graduation. And third, I will be also sharing lot of information about the abroad education opportunities also. So India plus abroad opportunity in accordance with the new education policy of in accordance with the new National Medical Commission bill, gazetted bill, provision which was published in 2021. So according to that, I will be telling a lot of secure and safe options for the student also. And after completion of the webinar, then we can take the question and answer session. So you can put your questions on the chat box. So one by one, I will be answering that. Just a minute. Okay, so whatever information I am providing you today, it is up to the 11th May 2024. Um, the regulations may change in future. Some new court orders will be there in future. So according to that, the new information will be provided to you. So this is a disclaimer by us. This information is up to the 11th May 2024. ये जो भी मैं आपके साथ मैं जो शेयर कर रहा हूँ, 11 मई 2024 तक के जो भी रेगुलेशंस हैं, उसको हम लोग दे रहे हैं, और इसके बाद में फिर जो भी चेंजेस होंगे तो अकॉर्डिंगली हम आपको फर्दर इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करेंगे. अब बेसिकली हम लोगों का बेसिक यूएस में भी कॉरपोरेशन है, और शिकागो में हम लोग हमारा ऑफिस है. बेसिकली हम लोग अंडर ग्रेजुएशन एज वेल एज पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन, मेडिकल पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के लिए भी complete guide करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को. We are providing the complete guidance to the students, and for UG as well as post graduation part. And our second hub is coming up in Germany also. We have received lot of national and international awards for our work, for our contribution in the field of education. So more than 45 national and international awards. Champions have change award at the hands of Vice President of India. It was the award given by Niti Aayog, and the retired Chief Justice of India, Balakrishnan ji, was the chief jury for this. Very prestigious award, Pride of the Nation award at the hands of Rajnath Singh ji. CSR Journal Excellence Award at the hands of Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis ji. Maharashtra Gaurav Award, उत्तर महाराष्ट्र रत्न पुरस्कार हमें जो दिया गया था, ये स्वर्गीय लता मंगेशकर जी, और भारत की पहली महिला प्रेसिडेंट, राष्ट्रपति श्रीमती प्रतिभाताई पाटिल, इनके साथ हमें ये अवार्ड मिला था, बेस्ट करियर काउंसलर इन इंडिया। हमें यूके पार्लियामेंट में भी हमें अवार्ड दिया गया है इन द हाउस ऑफ लॉर्ड्स। I also received many awards, International Iconic Achievers Award in Moscow, Russia. I have been awarded Best Career Counselor of Maharashtra by the Eminent Research Foundation, और मेयर इनोवेशन अवार्ड भी हमें मिला। सो ये सारे अवार्ड जो हैं, दिस इज अ इंस्पिरेशन टू वर्क मोर पॉजिटिवली फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स। जैसे मैंने आपके साथ में पहले शेयर किया कि हम एक संस्था है, वी आर अ ग्रुप ऑफ एकेडमिशियंस, एंड डॉक्टर डोनाल्ड सी मार्टिन, हु इज द एक्स डीन ऑफ कोलंबिया यूनिवर्सिटी, so he is our associate director at United States with more than 40 years of experience. So accordingly we are guiding the students for various careers, with funding, with the funding opportunities, with the scholarships. We are guiding the students for topmost universities in the globe. सबसे विश्वविद्यालय जो प्रख्यात है उसके लिए पूरा गाइडेंस हम करते हैं। So basically, every company has a sankalpa as etho, and that is the quality education and successful career is the fundamental right of every student. Quality education और successful career हर विद्यार्थी का एक मूलभूत अधिकार है, ये हम मानते हैं, और हम उसके लिए हम कंटिन्यूअसली हम काम कर रहे हैं। So MBBS admissions now, कि every year is a unique year. Do not look into the past data or cutoffs. ये सबसे पहला मेरा आपको एक इंस्ट्रक्शन है। हम क्या करते हैं कि हमेशा डेटास में आपके साथ शेयर करने वाला हूँ अभी, लेकिन पास्ट डेटा में और करंट डेटा में बहुत ज्यादा फर्क होता है, बिकॉज लैक्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स, मोर स्टूडेंट्स आर रजिस्टर्ड फॉर द नीट, और नंबर ऑफ सीट्स में भी फर्क आता है, नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट अपीयरिंग फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन में भी बदल आ जाता है, तो वो बहुत रिलेवेंट होता नहीं है बहुत ज्यादा। मैं जब डेटा आपको समझाऊंगा तब आपको समझ में आएगा कि कितना वास्ट डिफरेंस है 2022 एंड 2023। What I am telling is that taking reference of the past data is not at all ideal thing, because lot of more students are appearing each year for the examination. This year, last year around 18 lakh students were there. This year around 23.8 lakh students were registered for the NEET. So there's such a huge gap. So lot of difference is there into the all India rankings, in the process ranking, in the state rankings. So that data does not solve our main queries ki whether I will be getting the admission or not. So this is my another input is that ki MBBS admissions always happens on merit. Even in the management quota, merit system is there. So there is no need of any kind of capitation fee. There is no need of giving donation to anybody, to do cash transactions with everybody, with any of the agents. So don't follow such type of practices. किसी भी प्रकार का कैश का व्यवहार, किसी भी प्रकार का डोनेशन या कैपिटेशन फी देने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं है। सब मेरिट्स पे होता है। यदि आप अच्छे से रेगुलेशंस पढ़ेंगे, इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रोशर पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी होता है। जब आप हर इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रोशर में नई इंफॉर्मेशन आती है, लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन आती है अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेटेस्ट रेगुलेशंस, एंड द बेसिक प्रॉब्लम इज दैट कि हम उसे पढ़ते ही नहीं है, और इसलिए फिर हमें गलत प्रैक्टिसेस का शिकार होना पड़ता है, और हमारे बच्चों को अच्छे मार्क मिलने के बाद भी एडमिशन नहीं मिलती है, और कम मार्क मिलने के बाद भी बच्चों को बहुत ज्यादा एडमिशन मिलते हैं, और डोनेशंस भी बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ भी चीटिंग हो जाती है। बहुत सारा करोड़ों रुपए लोग जो है ये वेस्ट हो जाता है लोगों का, और फ्रॉडुलेंट तरीके से उनके साथ फ्रॉड्स हो जाते हैं। सो दिस इज माय इंस्ट्रक्शन टू ऑल ऑफ यू कि डोंट हैव पेशेंस, go through all the provisions given in the information brochure, and don't lose your patience. Strategically you can surely achieve your goal. ये मेरा सबसे बड़ा एक आपको ये है। And basic one more very important guideline I will like to share with you is that कि plain MBBS has lost its heat. plain MBBS का अभी महत्व जो है वो विदाउट पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन आपके एजुकेशन का कोई मतलब नहीं रहा। If you are having some ailment, you always prefer to go to the physician, or you always go to the specialist. Going to the general practitioner is not a choice every time. So in coming 10 years of time, lot of changes are happening in the world globally. Lot of changes are happening. So it is always basically very, very difficult situation. Without MDMS, you cannot compete in the world. It will be a very, very difficult situation for all of you. So without MDMS, so you should plan the career, MBBS career for 10 years of time. आपको जब भी पढ़ाई करना है तो सारे विद्यार्थियों को और पेरेंट्स को मेरा एक प्रथम आपको ये बताना है मुझे कि 10 साल के लिए आपका करियर प्लान, यू प्लान योर करियर फॉर 10 इयर्स. फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग भी जो रहेगा वो अंडर ग्रेजुएशन और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन दोनों का आप लोगों को करना चाहिए. केवल 4.5 साल का और 5 साल का फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करके नहीं चलेगा. ये बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है जो आपने नजरअंदाज नहीं करना चाहिए. यू शुड नॉट इग्नोर ऑल दिस थिंग्स. So NEET UG is an exam and National Testing Agency conducts the exam and they will be publishing the All India merit list. They are not into the process. प्रोसेस रैंकिंग अलग होता है और ऑल इंडिया रैंकिंग अलग होता है. ऑल इंडिया रैंकिंग के ऊपर एडमिशन होती नहीं है. जो भी एडमिशन होती है ये प्रोसेस का रैंकिंग अलग आता है. इफ सम स्टूडेंट, अभी केरला के फॉर्म्स 2 महीने पहले बंद हो गए. अब somebody who has applied to the Kerala, if he is scoring 450 marks and somebody with 550 marks, if he has not applied to the Kerala, तो केरला के मेरिट लिस्ट में वो व्यक्ति का नाम ही नहीं रहेगा ज्यादा मार्क लाने का. सो ऑल इंडिया रैंकिंग अलग हो गया और प्रोसेस का रैंकिंग अलग हो गया, है ना. एडमिशंस आर ऑलवेज डन बाय द सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स. The All India quota is handled by the Medical Counseling Committee, and the various state governments have their own counseling authorities. Everything is given in the All India information brochure. So accordingly, every state has their own authorities, and they are conducting their own rounds, their own admission process, state process, as per the provision of the government of that particular state government.
मेरे यहाँ तो पता तो तुम कैसे
Keep
जैसा जहाँ का
everybody
माहौल
muted. Everybody is
वैसे कपड़े
respected to
पहनो.
keep yourself muted. So a lot of robust strategies and analytical approach is required to get an admission. Don't be overconfident. Many students, I always see if they are scoring say 475 and above, 500 and above, 525 and above, they are very, very overconfident. I have seen students with 530 marks with not getting the admission. By 1 mark, they are losing the admission. So don't be overconfident. Secondly, it is all about the quality of education also. It is not about getting the admission into the MBBS. It is all about getting into the quality institutions to improve your clinical knowledge, and lot of changes are happening. National exit examination is there in India now. So national exit examination will be a 13-hour examination. Okay, so that's why it is very, very important to go into the good colleges with good patient exposure. So with proper strategies, I will tell you, we have given admission even to the 147 marks in non-donation category in the Hyderabad region and all that, with just 11 lakh rupees of fee. And students with 500 marks are not getting the admit and they are repeating the examination because you don't understand the regulations of the government. You don't go through the information provided in the information brochure. ये बहुत जरूरी होता है. So एक जनरल प्रोसीजर क्या होती है? सबसे पहले आपको एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म फिल करना पड़ता है. अब जैसे आपको बता दूं कि कर्नाटका का फॉर्म भी खुल के बंद हो गया, या केरला का फॉर्म भी खुल के बंद हो चुका है, रजिस्ट्रेशन बंद हो चुकी है. CMC वेल्लोर का फॉर्म खुल के बंद हो चुका है. सो बेसिकली यू नीड टू फिल अप. ये फिर से शुरू हो जाएगा. हो सकता है कि नीट के रिजल्ट के बाद दे विल स्टार्ट द पोर्टल, बट यू नीड टू ऑलवेज ऑब्जर्व द पोर्टल्स. So you need to show the intention to study. If somebody, you are from Maharashtra or you are from Tamil Nadu or any other region, you have to show कि in India, if you are applying to the if a Maharashtra student or Madhya Pradesh student, other than his domicile state, wants to apply for AP, Telangana and all that, he has to register for that. So that is the basic thing. Intention to study. If you are scoring, I already told you that if you are scoring good marks, but you are registering yourself only in your state, तो you are restricting your chances of getting the admits or getting the quality institutions. आपको अच्छे मार्क रहते हैं और केवल आप अपने स्टेट पे ही फोकस करते हो तो बहुत बार अच्छी अच्छी इंस्टीट्यूशन अपनी भारत में की चले जाती है और जितना कम फॉर्म आप भरोगे उतना कम चांस आपका रहेगा एडमिशन का और जिसके जितने कम मार्क रहेंगे वो यदि 400 यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई कर देगा इफ समबडी हैज ओनली 200 marks he will apply to the all the states in India whatever is available सो ये एक 450-500 मार्क वाला नहीं करता है तो उसको एडमिशन मिल जाता है 200 मार्क वाले सो बेसिकली इंटेंशन टू स्टडी आपका जाना न जाना जरूरी नहीं है बट यू शुड रजिस्टर फॉर द प्रोसेस दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and second document verification some of these documents have lot of errors are there in the document process many students lose their admission because of the non-compliance of the required documents. So it is absolute your responsibility to minutely verify all your documents, all the according to the regulations, your income certificates, your caste certificates, caste validity certificates, central OBC certificate or caste certificate and state certificates are different. So basically, this document should be authentic documents. Don't do any type of cheating in the documentation because in any of the audits, if your wrong documents are there, so it will be a difficult situation for your student in the future. So even for bank loans also your taxation, your tax receipts, everything has to be planned first. अभी क्या हो जाता है कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट का डॉक्यूमेंटेशन या टैक्सेशन उनके पेरेंट्स का ठीक नहीं रहने की वजह से एडमिशन मिलने के बाद भी उनका बैंक लोन वगैरह होता नहीं है और उस वजह से उनका एडमिशन चले जाता है मेनी स्टेट्स आल्सो आस्क फॉर द बैंक गारंटीज एंड ऑल दैट So you should, this has to be done 2 or 3 months before, not after the declaration of the results. So please be careful about the documentation part. Every state requires different set of documents. I will say in some states, documents are required from the first standard of your education. All the school certificates are required from the first standard also in some states. So please be prepared for all the documentation and don't make a mistake in this part. It is very, very important. Then third is the merit list declaration. If first you will register, then document will be uploaded, verified and merit list declaration is there. And then this is called as the process ranking. This is called as the process ranking, state merit rankings. Then the institute wise fee declaration will be there. So this fee declaration is very, very important part. If some student from a say poor family or economically weaker section, and we have seen lot of such cases where the students by mistake have put a choice of a costly college in a bigger city. कि एक बच्चा था कि वो he was a farmer son. And this is in around 2018-19 का बात होगा कि basically at that time the regulations were different. So that time only single form was allowed. So the fee was declared and he put Kashibai Naule on the 4th rank, on the 4th position, and he got Kashibai Naule. Now his father was not even in a position to pay 1 lakh rupees fees, and he put a college with a 13 lakh rupees fees there. So he was completely out of the rounds for the further rounds. तो आपको वही कॉलेजेस में जाना चाहिए जो फाइनेंशियली आपको वायबल है. If the institutions are not financially viable for you, don't put such institution in the choice. Don't fill up the choices for that. So preference form filling is very, very important, and it should be done on the quality of the institution, not depending on the chances of getting admission. Because The system will be giving you the admissions from top to bottom of your choices, not from bottom to top. फिर इसमें हमको यदि अच्छा कॉलेज मिलने वाला होगा तो भी रैंकिंग हमने गलत डाल दिया, उसका गलत जगह पे हमने फिलअप कर दिया उसको, सो इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट टू गेट दैट कॉलेज देन। यदि कोई भी चांस होगा, 0.1% भी चांस होगा आपका मिलने का, सो आपको रैंकिंग के हिसाब से ही आपको इंस्टीट्यूशंस को डालना चाहिए। क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन मैटर्स because national exit examination will be a 13-hour examination, and after clearing the national exit examination, that is a licensing examination, then only the internships will be there for you, and after the internships you will be giving national exit examination too, and then you will get the license to practice in India, and you will be eligible for the post graduation part of it. So now we are completely following the US education system now. So going to the good institution should be the priority, and that's why preference, it is not an emotional thing. Everybody goes about the emotion कि my child should be at my near to my place, for that they are spending such a big amount for admissions. लेकिन क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन, आज आप एम्स से डॉक्टर बनोगे तो आपका क्वालिटी अलग रहेगा, और लोकल किसी कॉलेज से बनोगे तो आपका क्वालिटी ऑफ डॉक्टरशिप अलग रहेगा। If you are becoming a engineer from IITs, your quality is different. So basically, preference form filling is very, very important. Don't go to typing institutions. Many people now pay 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, or 1500 rupees to the typing institutes. Please fill the form for me. And I have seen so many cases they have done the mistake while filling the form, and now that cannot be rectified or edited, and their complete chance of going to the admission is lost. So this should not be done. You should be aware of what you are doing. You should do the self analysis of everything. Self study is very, very important. And then after the preference form filling, then allotment rounds starts, and then the allotments are there. So first round, second round, every round has different regulations now for the state government as well as the central government. So accordingly, we need to plan our admission or plan our upgradation also in the better institution round wise also. And then the cancellation seat management. जो भी बच्चों को कम मार्क है या जो भी बच्चों को मध्यम मार्क है, इनका एडमिशन कभी पहले 2 राउंड्स में होता ही नहीं है। इनका एडमिशन हमेशा मॉक राउंड्स में, स्पॉट राउंड्स में होगा आपका। तो कैंसलेशन सीट मैनेजमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि कितनी सीट्स किसी को मिलना यानी उसमें लेना, ऐसा नहीं होता है। इफ यू आर गेटिंग द सीट, it is not necessary कि you are going for that seat, or they may cancel your seat also because of certain issues, certain financial issues, certain paper verification issues, or the student can plan for some other career also, or he may go for the US like countries also. So getting the seat does not, allotment of seat does not means that that seat is final. So cancellation seat management is very, very important. So when the seat is cancelled at that time, your application should be there in that rounds, and accordingly we need to evaluate the chances of getting the admissions. So cancellation seat management is very, very important strategy of getting the admissions. 4 type of institutions are there: state government institutions, private institutions, deemed universities, central act institutions are there, like AIMS, ZIPMER, AFMC, and all these are central government institution जो लोकसभा और राज्यसभा से की घटना से बने हैं. So every state has one state medical university. So private institutions will come under that state medical university. Okay, the management will be private. There is no such term like semi-government. Lot of students ask me कि sir वो क्या है semi-government? Semi-government कुछ होता नहीं है. Either government होता है या private होता है. Private जो है वो university के अंतर्गत आता है. So suppose the student is from Maharashtra, So he will be getting a degree from Health Sciences University of Nashik. So all the private institutions or government institution will be under that university. So every state has such university. Karnataka has its own university, Hyderabad has its own university, Andhra Pradesh has its own university. And deemed universities are that which has been given autonomy by the University Grant Commission. So they will be issuing their own degrees. Okay. And the process for aims and all that, the eligibility is neat, but they have their own routes, bond system and everything. So in the government, generally the student of every state can apply for the All India quota also and state quota also. So if a student is from Madhya Pradesh, he can allow to the apply to the 15% quota of Madhya Pradesh All India quota as well as 85% of the that particular state. Okay. So this is so the counseling for the 15% All India quota will be done by the central authority as well as the 85% quota will be done by the state authorities. तो महाराष्ट्र का जो है स्टेट अथॉरिटी दैट इज सीईटी सेल, सेंट्रल का जो रहता है वो मेडिकल काउंसलिंग कमेटी जो रहता है mcc.nic.in, इसके अंतर्गत सारा होगा. Okay, so basically be aware about this. Now I will show you the difference in both the years. ठीक है. Now these are the cut-off rankings published here. At what rank in 2022 for general category all India quota in the government institution for general was 613. Similarly for the economically weaker section it was 610, OBC 610, SC 494, ST 460. Okay, and rest I think this is Delhi University and all that 219 that is given. So basically this was the in 2023 the all India quota cutoff was 604 for the general category, OBC was 602, SC 479, ST 468 and economically weaker section 601. As far as the AIMS rankings are concerned, so in 2021 Delhi was closed at 53 all India ranking and 2023 57. Okay, and the last was Bhatinda. So Bhatinda started at 2128 ranking in 2021 and in 2023 it was at 15,114. So that is according to the all India rank category. SC, ST categories are there, so the ranks are different. Now I will give the seat wise analysis. In 2017-18 total government seats were 31,483. In 18-19 it was around government colleges were around 253 and 33,893 seats were there. And 2019-20 279 colleges were there and 42,222 seats were there for government. In 2020-21 89 seats were there, 43,435 seats were there. In 22-23 322 colleges are there and 48,212 seats are there. So this year there will be a slight increase and the seats will be more than 50,000. Okay, around 54,000 around that. The total NEET registrations you will see last year 20,087 445 students were registered for 23 NEET, and this year 23,81,833, more than 3,80,000 students registered for the examination. So merits will be different. Now if I am telling you around 50,000 seats including all the categories, means per category wise how many seats are there? If 50,000 है तो SC will be having 15% or in some state 13% reservation is there. In all India quota 27 will be for the OBC. In state quota of Maharashtra like states it will be 19% only. So how many number of seats are available for each category? You can estimate that. So these are कि ranking में कैसा difference आता है. In NEET score in 2022 705 was the score. He was having 33 rank in All India rank. And in 2023, he was having 154 rank. Second is 700 rank, 700 marks. So All India ranking was 50 in 22. In 23, it went to 320. Why I am telling you not to refer the last data. This is the data. This is the exact example. How much difference is there? So in 680 marks, 900 ranking was there. Then 1738 ranking was there for 680. 620 marks, 12,800 rank was there in 22, and in 23, 18,700 rank was there for the 620 mark. 596, 21,700 ranking was there in 2022. In 23, 10,000 numbers से उसका बढ़ गया ranking. 31,500 was the rank for that. 10,000 रैंक का फर्क है. नंबर ऑफ सीट्स कितने? यानी 596 तक 31,000 कैंडिडेट हैं. आउट ऑफ द 44,000 लास्ट ईयर सीट्स वेयर देयर, 48,000, 31,000 तक तो 596 ही हो गया, इंक्लूडिंग ऑल द कैटेगरीज. Now, as far as the Maharashtra is concerned, Maharashtra is the regulation. As I told you, every state has different regulation. Every state has their own different policies. In Maharashtra, that student should pass 10th and 12th examination from the Maharashtra board, and he should have a domicile of Maharashtra. Some student from Maharashtra who have done their 12th from the Andhra Pradesh or Telangana like states, they cannot apply to the state of Maharashtra. The students from Karnataka, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and all these states, other states, they cannot apply to the private institutions in Maharashtra. कोई बाहर का व्यक्ति यदि दूसरे स्टेट का नॉन डोमिसाइल कैटेगरी में महाराष्ट्र में एप्लीकेशन नहीं कर सकता. बट महाराष्ट्र स्टूडेंट कैन ऑलवेज अप्लाई टू द और गुजरात मेनी स्टूडेंट कैन नॉट गो टू द गुजरात आल्सो, इन ओडिशा आल्सो. But students from these states can apply to the various states, because in the private institutions also there is a all India quota kept by that state government. There is a non-domicile quota is always there, but reservation will not be applicable. So this is a rule of Maharashtra. In 10th and 12th, some central government employees had different provisions for this. So every state for private institution have separate forms. Till now. Now government is working on that. The centralized admission process will be there, but the state regulations are different. So no domicile required for most of the states. So the student can now apply to where he can apply. He can apply to his state for All India category for 85% seats, as well as he can apply to multiple states for private institutions. Plus he can apply to the All India deemed universities also. So lesser the mark, more should be the application. When you apply to your state, there are very few number of seats available. When you apply to multiple states, you will be competing on a larger number of seats. So chances will increase. All India deemed universities has a centralized admission procedure and no reservations are there. Even in private institution, if you are from Madhya Pradesh or any other or Maharashtra and you are applying to the Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh or any of the state which are allowing, no reservations will be applicable. You will be an open category candidate. You will have to pay the fee according to the open category. All India deemed universities centralized. All India admissions happen through the mcc.nic.in. You have to pay the security deposit of 2 lakh rupees. And basically, it is very, very important to strategize the admission, because in round 1, you have a free exit. But if you are getting the admission in second and third round, now that if you are leaving the admission in second round of deemed universities, your deposit will be forfeited. If you are leaving the admission in the third round, you will be out of the counseling rounds at that time. So you have to strategically think about all these rounds. ये जो rules रहते हैं, And always, if you are in the state, it is also very, very crucial, because if you are getting the seat in second round in the state, so you will not be eligible for the mop-up rounds also, because the list will be shared with the central authorities for the mop-up rounds or the stray vacancy rounds. Now, no seats will be given back to states from the deemed universities. The mop-up round will be called round 3. The third round exit not permitted. If admitted, will be out of counseling rounds. Third round exit भी बहुत dangerous होता है. So always we need to strategize कि how I can bypass these rounds, and I can be eligible for mock rounds also. This has to be these should be the strategies. क्या स्ट्रेटेजी से रह सकता है, कैसे मुझे एडमिशन मिलेगा, और मुझे स्टेट में यदि चांसेस हैं और मुझे डीम यूनिवर्सिटी में खुद को जिंदा रखना है, तो कैसे रखा जा सकता है, कैसे मैं बाईपास कर सकता हूँ राउंड्स, so that I should be eligible for the last round also. All these strategies are there. So basically, now the stray vacancy rounds will also be centralized. So there in the spot round also, don't there every transparency is there in the process now. So you should apply through the portal only for the spot rounds also. Only thing you should know where what is happening. So many states have different rates of their counseling, and that is the biggest issue nowadays, because overlapping of the counseling rounds always happen. Though lot of online things are coming up, still paper verification and all that is physical in all the states and all that, many states. So it becomes very difficult many a time. So that's why need to properly plan the admission process. It is very, very important to plan the counseling rounds properly. है ना? So basically, because of the reduced counseling time, admissions are denied. That is the biggest problem. So second and again I am repeating, second and third round is most critical. State admitted students will be barred for upgradation in central quota institutions also, and vice versa will be the for the central government students also. यदि आपको सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में सेकंड राउंड में मिल गया है, आपको फाइनल करना पड़ेगा उसको. यदि आप नहीं करते हो या थर्ड राउंड में नहीं करते हो, तो फिर आप बीमार हो जाओगे उनसे, और आपकी सारी लिस्ट विल बी शेयर्ड विद द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स आल्सो फॉर द स्पॉट राउंड्स, एंड स्टेट विल बी शेयरिंग विद द सेंट्रल ऑथोरिटीज. These are the average fee structure. Now I will be telling you some very, very important destination for cheaper studies, for affordable studies in India. What are the affordable options for you, where you can take the affordable MBBS education? This is in Maharashtra. Around 3070 seats are there in the private institution, and as far as the government institutions are concerned, 4,980 seats are there in the government in Maharashtra. So overall, at around 8,070 seats are there in Maharashtra for the overall students. So this is the fee structure. Right from the Prakash Institute. Now this Prakash Institute, I will be telling all India about which are the institutions affordable in India also. So Prakash Institute has a fee structure of, last year it was 4,84,000. Then SSPM College, Padave Hospital, Sindhudurg, it was 8,25,000. And Jalgaon College was having only 7 lakh rupees of fee. Okay, so this then ACPM Dhulia was having only 6,60,000 rupees of fees last year. So these are the affordable institutions. If Terna Medical College and Hospital, Nerul, Navi Mumbai was having 7 lakh rupees of fees. So in Maharashtra, starting last year, starting from 4 lakh to at around 17 lakh was the fee structure. Vedanta Institute of Medical Sciences, 16,47,000 was the highest fee. So here it is a profit-making institute, and there is no reservation scholarship for the students in this institute. So if you are seeing the closing ranking at 347 में मिल जाएगा वगैरह, तो that is in Vedanta institution, where the fee, there is no scholarship for the SC, ST or OBC in that institution. Seat will be allotted to you. So these are the affordable institutions in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, what was the closing ranking? So last year, the open category for government institution was closed at 559, and SC 460, ST 288, OBC was 557 for the government institution in the last round. So this year there will be a mark shift of 35 marks. This year, all these marks will go to the private institution. They will not be getting the government institution this year. And secondly, private institution, all this open category got the seats at 376. But where? At the Vedanta institution. Now this Vedanta institution, 17 lakh rupees fee is there. OBC 316, that again at the Vedanta institution. SC at 363, again at the Vedanta institution. ST 253 at the Vedanta institution. Okay, so be aware about it. So these are the total number of seats. 8,050 seats were there in Maharashtra last year. This year, some seats may increase. Now, in Karnataka also, Karnataka is one of the affordable states in India, and very quality-wise also it is a great state for the quality of education. So basically, non-domicile seats are available in the Karnataka region. But this year, the cutoff will every 525 plus will have, or those students who are scoring 500 and above, they should surely apply to the Karnataka. So Karnataka has a 18,45,000 was the fee of one institution, but the rest were 11,37,000. And Navodaya College was 7,97,000. So 11,37,000 was the fees for most of the institutions. Okay, so this is the private. 20% seats are available for the All India quota in the open category in the private institutions. There is one institution, St. John Medical College, Bangalore. Very prestigious institution in Bangalore. Around 10 seats are there for the candidate, open seats. And 7,77,000 lakh is the per year fee only. And 610 was the last year cutoff for this institution. Symbiosis Institute of Management in Maharashtra for girls. It is an affordable deemed university, means it is ranges between around 12 lakh was the fees last year. Now these are the different states. Kerala already closed their applications. So in Kerala, the fee is at around 7,77,000 was the last year fee. The score closing rank for this was at around 15% seats were available for other candidates, non-domicile candidates in the private institutions. And 531 was the closing. 80,000 AR ranking was there. In Telangana, there are around 28 private institutions, including the Muslim minority institutions also. So many minority students can try for the Telangana state. They have a lot of Muslim seats there available there. So open all India quota is 15% seats are available now. That is management quota is around 35%. The management quota is there. So fees is around 11.5 lakhs to 13.5 lakh was the last year fees for the Telangana. Around 470 marks, 468 marks was the last year clearing. This year, according to me, those who are scoring 490 plus marks, they can think about applying to the Telangana. Chhattisgarh. Now Chhattisgarh has 3 private institutions and total 96 seats are available for non-domicile category, out of which girls have 27 seats and open category has 69 seats. The total SIMS Bhilai fees is 7,99,000. RIMS the Raipur has 7,45,000 last year fees was there, and Balaji Raipur was having 7,50,000 rupees fees. The admissions were at around 470, 480 was there, but this year it will go up by 500, above 500 marks. Andhra Pradesh has 18 private institutions similar to the Telangana Open AIQ 15% and management quota is 35%. Fees at around 13.5 lakh. Budget can be 65 to 70 lakhs and score 439 marks. Was the last year closing for the Andhra Pradesh. So this year it will go 470 plus according to us. So we can surely apply. So these are somewhat affordable options available for the student where they can apply. Think about applying the mid-level by taking the bank loans and all that and all that. But overall, if you will see, the budget is always between hostel and everything has to be taken into the consideration. So at around 60 to 70 lakhs is the minimum budget of education. So I will say at around 75 lakhs can be the ideal budget for education, including your everything. See, problem is all about post graduation. It is not about UG. Previously, I told you, always plan your education from undergraduation to the post graduation part of it. So the basic issue that in India, 1/4 seats are available for the PG part. There are around 32 specializations available and 70,000 seats are there in India with more than 2.5 lakh students are appearing for the NEET PG examination. The average cost of education in PG in India is between 50 lakhs to 2.5 crores. I am talking about regular fees. And our post graduation is not globally accepted. So when you go to the non-domicile seat, you cannot apply to the state in most of the state to the state domicile seats in the post graduation. You should be aware about this fact. Again, I will repeat. This is ये मैं दिखा रहा हूं आपको provision of the Maharashtra MBBS PG brochure. All the candidates who have passed final MBBS degree course examination from the colleges situated in Maharashtra state and completed or likely to complete 1 year internship training by 13th September, they will be, the medical college should have affiliated to the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences. So they will be only available for the 50% of the PG seats in Maharashtra. So if the Maharashtra student is going to the AP, he cannot claim the 50% PG seats in Maharashtra. And this is the rule for most of the states. For every student who is applying for different states for non-domicile quotas. So be aware about this. Candidates who are going for the abroad MBBS education, what happens ki why they are going for MBBS to abroad? Because of the cheaper cost, because of the budgeted education, and because of the non-availability of seats in India. They go to the institutions in Russia and China like countries, in the non-English speaking countries at a very, very cheaper cost. But when they come back to India, they are not allowed to apply for the most of the state for the domicile seat application process. So 50% of the seats are gone for the PG. This is the brochure I am telling you. Candidate who has passed MBBS examination from foreign university are not eligible for the NEET PG 2021 admission process under competent authority state CET cell. So when you go for the PG, UG in abroad, PG is the basic problem for which you should have the provisions. Otherwise, your PG will be very costly up there for you. So most of the states don't require domicile for MBBS, but for MD and MS, most states require domicile because the number of seats are very, very less. So this is the budget, an ideal budget I will be giving you. This year, those students will be scoring 590 plus or 600 plus, they can get the government institution. for the open and for the OBC category. I'm telling you. SC and ST can get at a lower marks. They can get the government institution. 550 to 590, your education can be up to 6 lakhs. Private institution, you can get up to the 6 lakhs. If you have scored 525 to 550, you can go up to the 10 lakh rupees for 10 plus college fees. If you are scoring less than 525, there may be the admission at around 12 to 13 lakh rupees, 10 to 15 lakhs ke beech mein. If you are scoring less than 300 marks, you will be your budget will be 15 lakh plus. If you are scoring 200 less, your will be 25 lakh and above. 20 lakhs and above. This will be the every year 10% inflation in fees is there. 7 to 10% inflation in fees is there. Now there are 50 deemed universities in India. This is the average cost. So in India, from 12 lakh rupees onwards, the 27 lakh DY Patil was one of the highest, most costliest institutions in India, along with some in the Tamil Nadu. But deemed university have the domicile quota in PG also. They don't have that disadvantage. If you will go to the deemed university in All India quota, PG seats will be available for you in the state domicile. But if you will go to the private institutions of other states, in PG, there will be no domicile quota available for you. So, need robust strategies. काफी strategies करनी पड़ती हैं. Analytical approach. बहुत ठंडे दिमाग से admission plan करना पड़ता है. Considering the marks, considering the rankings, considering the availability of seats, paper required, and financial and emotional planning state of the parents. Everything we need to take into the consideration, and accordingly we have to plan the admissions. It is not just filling up the form. From next year, there is every possibility that there will be a centralized procedure for all India. That will be a good thing happening. So all these cheaters will then be in the, they will go into the doldrums. So according to the new education policy, you should have a great clinical exposure. And new exit examination, already I told you, okay, now you will have to give the national exit examination as the licensing examination. Now 23 lakh students, only 1,08,000 seats in India, non-affordability in India. So what are the other options then? What the rest of the 22 lakh students should do, or qualified students should do, where they should go for the medical education? What are the options available? So now we have to take into consideration what are the international options available for the students, safe international options. So again, I will repeat, apply to different states. You can apply to the 15% All India quota, 85% state quota, 85% deemed universities, multiple forms in different states for the non-domicile quota. Lesser the mark, higher be the fees. Lesser the mark, more should be the application. Don't be overconfident. Go through all the information brochure properly. All these instructions I have given you. And second and third round admissions are very, very crucial. Very crucial. You should be aware about the regulation in second and third round. So what are the international destinations available for you now? So first of all, till now, India has a foreign medical graduate examination, and the passing ratio was at around 10.6%. And now this will be replaced by the national exit examination. So Medical Council of India's foreign medical graduate examination was a 3-hour examination, whereas national exit examination will be a 13.5-hour examination. Okay, so you should go to the proper education system. And always you should have a plan till the post graduation. When you will come back to India, what will be your position for the PG? this, and in next 6 years of time, the fees will be doubling up in India also. So you have to plan from now for next 6 years of time for the PG part also. So National Medical Commission has issued a gazetted notification which is effective from the 18th November 2021 and which is available on the www.nationalmedicalcommission.org.in. So you should go on this portal. This is the policy. So this is the National Medical Commission notification. Go to the point number 4. So when you think about abroad education, you have to go to the syllabus, and exactly your Indian syllabus should be matched with the foreign university. Foreign university syllabus should be matched with the Indian universities, Indian syllabus. That is a primary condition. If your syllabus is not matching, you will not be permitted to come back to India. Be clear about it. Second regulation, your course should be for 54 months, not less than that. So 54 months of course and 1 year of internship means total duration. Your course can be accepted of more duration, but lesser duration will not be accepted. So around 5.5 years is the total duration of the course. Now the medium of your teaching should be in English. So that is the biggest problem with the non-English speaking countries. So you should go to the English speaking countries mostly. Your internship should be the integral part of the institution. That should happen from the same university hospitals. यदि आप कहीं से पढ़ रहे हैं और इंटर्नशिप कहीं और से कर रहे हैं तो वो एप्लीकेबल नहीं रहेगा, उसकी मान्यता नहीं रहेगी भारत में. And the most important is that if you will see this point number B of this, registered with the respective professionally regulatory body or otherwise competent to grant license, practice medicine in their respective jurisdiction of the country in which the medical degree is awarded and at par with the license to practice medicine given to the citizen of that country. Means if you are going to the Russia, you should get the license to practice in Russia, then only you will be allowed to come back to India. If you are going to China, you should have license to practice in China, then only you will be allowed to come back to India. If you are going to the Georgia or Kazakhstan like universities, so the problem is that the internship is not in these countries, is not in English. You have to learn their native language. That is the biggest issue. And second, in most of these countries, licensing examination is in Russian or Georgian language, their local language, or Chinese language. So it will be very difficult for a student to go through that and learn the anatomy, physiology, and everything in that language and do the examinations. Many agents don't tell regarding this aspects, regarding these provisions, but it is a very, very important provision. So this is very, very mandatory कि जो country में आपको license मिल रहा है वहीं से आप भारत में वापस आ सकते हो. यदि वो country आपको license नहीं दे रही है तो आपको इंडिया में आना allowed नहीं है. Be clear about it. And after coming back to India, you will have to appear for national exit examination 1 and 2 and do the 1 year of additional internships in it. And then you will be eligible to practice in India. These are the regulations. ये देखिए, internship should be the integral part of undergraduate medical education. That is a provision given in there. So basically, clinical exposure has the most importance in global market. If you can diagnose the patient, you can treat the patient. Without clinical knowledge, आपका कहीं पे भी existence नहीं. So always we have to go to the good medical colleges, medical schools, where the OPDs are good, where the hospital and have all the equipments, all the facilities are there, all the clinical exposure is there for the students. That should be the preferred. Now, what is the pathway? So in India, 3-4 pathways are there to become doctor. You are doing your UG in India and PG in India. So if you are doing your UG in India and PG in India, your cost of education will be around 2.5 crores and all that. If you are going to the private institution in India and getting the admission for the PG in the private and all that, your cost of education will be about 2 crore rupees. If you are doing your UG in India and PG from United States, your education will be zero budget education. Why? Because in United States, your PG is free of cost and you are getting around 1 crore rupees per year stipend during post graduation. So whatever expenses you have done during the undergraduation part in India, that can be repaid by the US stipend and all that. So it will be a zero budget, it will be a globally accepted degree. Plus, if the student has the PG degree from the United States or Canada and all these countries, they are exempted from national exit examination. 5 countries degrees are accepted in India: America, Australia, Canada, Great Britain, and New Zealand. The graduates from this or license holders from these countries are directly accepted in India without any licensing examination. So one pathway is UG PG in India without a globally accepted degree. Second is UG in India, PG from United States. Third, directly go to the United States for 6 years of time. Within 6 to 7 years, you can become doctor in United States directly. Or you can go to the pre-medical in United States. There are 2 pathways. I will be explaining in the further presentation. So directly you can go to the United States and become doctors and come back to India and practice with ample investment for your business prospects in India, globally accepted degrees. Second is you can go for the pre-medical in some other English speaking countries, and from there you can go to the United States for the MD part, which will be followed by the post graduation. यानी मैंने बताया कि एक है कि भारत में यूजी करिए और भारत से ही पीजी करिए तो कॉस्ट बहुत ज्यादा आएगी. सेकंड मैंने बताया भारत से यूजी पीजी अमेरिका से करोगे तो जीरो बजट एजुकेशन आ सकता है आपका. थर्ड मैंने आपको बताया डायरेक्टली अमेरिका पे स्कॉलरशिप्स पे जाओ और वर्ल्ड की एक्सेप्टेड डिग्रीज लो. भारत में आप डायरेक्ट आ पाओगे वापस. फोर्थ मैंने आपको बताया कि ऐसे कंट्रीज में जाओ, इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्रीज, जहां से आपको पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करने अमेरिका जाते आए, जो उससे अलाइन रहेगा, या यूके में जाते आएगा, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में जाते आएगा, ये कंट्रीज में जहां से जाते आएगा, ऐसे कंट्रीज में आपने जाना चाहिए. तो प्रिफरेबली यू शुड गो टू द इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्रीज. ठीक है. So what are the, you should, according to the national education law, policy law, you should go to the English speaking countries. Internship should be in English, syllabus should match, country must provide license to practice, and quality of education should be evaluated for the PG admissions. So you should prefer the countries like USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. Philippines degrees are currently not accepted in India. Okay, but you can come back to India. You can come back, you can go to United States from Philippines for the PG part, and then you can take a license in United States, and then you can come back to India also. That is another pathway. Or you can go for a pre-medical in Philippines, and for pre-medical you go for the MD studies followed by the residency program in the United States. समझ में? So China, Russia, Ukraine, Georgia, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, European countries, all these countries mein language is a big trouble for you. So mostly this will have the impacts of, and they will impact your chances of coming back to India. So mostly you avoid non-English speaking countries. बहुत सारा confusion है अभी फिलहाल सबके माइंड से. So इसलिए जनरली इनको ये, और यदि जाना भी है, if you want to go to such countries, then you should be prepared to give the licensing examination in their countries in their own language. Plus do check whether these institutions are under the ECFMG pathway 3. There are 6 different pathways of going to the United States. लेकिन क्योंकि आप भारत में तो वापस नहीं आ पाओगे, तो यदि नहीं आ पाए तो आपको यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स जाओगे तो यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से इंडिया में वापस होगे. तो आपको पाथवे 3 के कॉलेजेस में जाना चाहिए. Go on ecfmg.org and country wise the pathway 3 list is given provided there. So in the pathway, those colleges who comes under the pathway 3, so they can go to the United States for the medical PG without having a license to practice in the country. That is a provision there. So please go through this. Okay, so this is the pathway which you will have to check. Okay, so always prefer to those colleges. If you want to go to non-English speaking countries, you have to think about this and go through the ecfmg.org website. Now another important provision for foreign medical graduates is that you have to complete your complete studies in 10 years of time. यानी आपको 10 साल के अंदर आपका लाइसेंसिंग पूरा होना चाहिए. अब ये क्या है कि if you are going to Russia for 6 years, then for Russia, if you want to have the license to practice in Russia, you will have to complete one additional year of internship in Russia. So that will make it 7 years of course, and then you will give the Russian licensing examination there. If you fail the examination, you will again repeat that. So this is 8 years of time is lost, and then you will come back to India. Then you will give the National Exit 1 examination, which will be followed by the 1 year internship. And after that, you will be giving the National Exit 2 examination. In Georgia also, 6 years program is there and 9 years program is there. 6 years program has they will be giving you junior doctor registration, which will not be accepted in India. If you want to have a permanent registration in Georgia, you have to do the residency from Georgia. So it is a 9 years program. So after that, you will come back to India, give the national exit. So all these parameters you have to consider while planning going abroad for the studies. So of course, United States can be the great destination other than India for the studies. I will say the #1 medical institutions are there in the United States. And Philippines can be the option where you can go for pre-medical. If you want to come back to India directly, don't go for the medical program. Target your PG from United States and then only go to the Philippines. So Dilal Saleh like institution, which is a #1 institution like AIMS there, you can go there for the pre-medical and go for the MD program followed by residency in United States. Or do your graduation there and then go for the give the USMLE step 1, step 2, and then go for the PG part in the United States. So ultimately, you will come back to India. There will be, because you will be having a global license to practice. So basically, what is this batch? Pre-medical batch in Philippines is 3 years. In the pre-medical, you will go there, and that from there you will give the MCAT examination, and then you will go for a doctor of medicine to the United States. Second is for 4 years. The second is you will do the 3 years of Bachelor of Science pre-medical from the Philippines, followed by 4 years of MD program there. Then you will give the USMLE step 1, step 2 in the Pathway College, and then you will fly down to the United States for the PG. So the cost of education will be 50% to India. And you can save a lot of money, those who are not getting the admissions in India now. This is the government provision. Point number 7. All the postgraduate medical qualifications in United Kingdom, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand shall be treated, recognized for enrollment as a medical practitioner in the concerned specialty in India. This is a gazetted notification. Becoming doctor from AIMS and becoming doctor from one private institution, there is a huge difference. Nepal can be the another option under consideration because it is in similar lines with India. Syllabus is same, language is same, mode of medium is same, ECFMG approved is there. No visa is required for the Indian students. They are getting license to practice in Nepal and they can come back to India also. So according to me now, currently Nepal has and Manipal institutions and all that are the most of the Indian faculties are there in the Nepal and all that. And 45 lakhs to 60 lakhs can be the cost of education in Nepal. So you should surely think about the Manipal University, Pokhara or Kathmandu, Nepal Medical Lumbini, POMS or Nobel Medical College. These are the results of the foreign medical graduate test of Nepal colleges. So at around Manipal University has a passing rate of 28.57% cleared the FMG examination, which is very high. College of Medical Sciences, Bharatpur has the 17.82 rate. Gandhaki Medical College has 66.66% cleared the foreign medical graduate examination. Lumbini has 60% cleared the examination. Now, those students who are in 11th or those parents, I am giving a very important information for you. Now, how the USA can be affordable education for you? How it can be the affordable education for you? So first is that it is a #1 destination in the world. India directly accepts the US degrees and provides license to practice. Secondly, the post graduation is free in United States, and the students will be getting $5,000 to $10,000 per month stipend during PG. In India, if you are going to the private institution or deemed universities, the total cost of education will be around 2 to 2.5 crores with 65% reservation is here. So not all the students, it is not possible for every student, and our PG is not globally accepted. So when you fly down to the United States, you can practice globally. Second, lot of new technologies coming up, like robotic surgeries are happening. Lot of new drugs are there in the oncology and every field. And lot of AI is also being used in the medical practices now for data analysis and everything. So you have to upgrade your skills according to the need of an hour. So basically, United States can be the great country where you can go for an affordable education in United States. It has to be planned properly. So in United States, 3 pathways are there. One pathway is there. You first, after 12th, you will go for a 4 years of pre-medical. After that, you will give the MCAT examination, and then you will go for a 4 years of MD program or 4 years of Doctor of Osteopathy program. So this Doctor of Osteopathy is an alternative medical sciences which includes allopathy plus allied branches. And after that, or another is that in 6 years you can become doctor by going for 4 years of pre-medical followed by 2 to 3 years of physician associate program. Even the Ayurveda Charyas or any of the biology students, even if they are doing the BSc biology in India, they can become the allopaths in United States now. They can practice allopathy now. So physician associate is a program where you can, in 6 years of time, you can have license to practice in United States. And PG will be free. So whatever funding you are giving for the UG part, that will be repaid by the PG to you. And it will be a zero budget education for you. So in United States, 50% weightage is for academics, 25% weightage is for non-academics, and 25% weightage is for your analytical ability. Academics है क्या? Academics में आपके marks, आपके research, आपका academic activity, advanced placement examination होता है जो बे में आप दे सकते हैं. तो इसमें जैसे physics है तो physics में magnetism electricity पे examination होगा, या आप maths दे रहे हैं तो calculus 1 calculus 2 पे examination होगा, 2 chapters पे examination होगा. लेकिन इससे बहुत सारा क्रेडिट पेपर मिलता है. वर्ल्ड की टॉप 500 यूनिवर्सिटीज में आप पढ़ने जा सकते हैं. तो इसको बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस रहता है. सेकेंडली, सोशल में यदि आपने सोशल सर्विस की है, मेरे यहाँ एक बच्चा था आळंदी से, उसको एक आदत थी कि ही यूज्ड टू गो टू द ब्लाइंड स्कूल, और ब्लाइंड स्कूल में बच्चियों को पंचतंत्र का स्टोरी सुनाता था, उनके गेम्स ऑर्गेनाइज करता था अंधे बच्चों. महीने में 1-2 बार जाता था. You will not believe he got the स्कॉलरशिप ऑफ 1.25 करोड़ इन यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. सो हम लोग गेम्स छोड़ देते हैं, हम लोग सोशल पार्टिसिपेशन छोड़ देते हैं, इन सारे लोगों को इसके ऊपर 25% स्कॉलरशिप डिपेंड रहती है ऑन योर गेम्स अचीवमेंट्स, ऑन योर सोशल कंट्रीब्यूशन. कोई भरतनाट्यम कर रहा है, कोई कथक कर रहा है, तो बिल्कुल छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए. यू शुड कंटिन्यू दैट. यू हैव टू मेंटेन योर ऑल दिस इन अ डिजिटल मैनर. क्रिएट योर डिजिटल सीवी फॉर दिस. और तीसरा है सैट एग्जामिनेशन. 6th के लेवल का मैथ्स और इंग्लिश रहता है, कोई भी स्ट्रीम के लिए काम में आता है. इसमें यदि आप 1500 तक मार्क लेंगे 1600 में से 1400 के ऊपर, तो आपको 100% भी स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकता है, 90% स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकता है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. एंड अर्ली एप्लीकेशन, एसे राइटिंग्स. सो इससे आप यदि जाओगे तो आपको बहुत ह्यूज स्कॉलरशिप्स आपको मिल सकती है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में, प्री मेडिकल में. तो इंडिया में यदि 2 करोड़ रुपए खर्चा करना पड़ रहे हैं, उससे अच्छा फ्लाई डाउन टू द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स, टेक अ ग्लोबल डिग्री and come with a zero budget education, do the PG there, and then contribute for national building here. Come with the money in India and build the facilities for Indian people also. So all this has to be planned early. ये कोई समय की बात नहीं रहती, ये सब ऑप्शंस हैं जो सेफ ऑप्शंस हैं. सो collegeboard.org and ets.org, इस पे आपको सारा ये एंट्रेंस टेस्ट का सारा आपको मिलेगा, इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी. सो वी गाइड द स्टूडेंट टिल द मेडिकल पीजी पार्ट. नाउ मेरी बहन की बच्ची जा रही है साइकोलॉजी पढ़ने के लिए यूएस में बैचलर्स में. उसको 3 यूनिवर्सिटी में से 100% स्कॉलरशिप है प्रोफाइल पर. So now, according to the new education policy, all the students can have the credit transfer facility. Means they have multiple entry exit points. So whatever credits you are earning during your bachelor's, they will be accumulated in the academic bank of credit, and from there you can transfer your credit to the Indian institutions also. You can change the career also, and you can have your degrees from the best university in the world. So you will be get a credit transfer there. You will be paying the fees for remaining of the credits. So this is for all other branches rather than medical. मेडिकल में नहीं है, बाकी सब ब्रांचेस में है, लेकिन ये अभी चालू हो गया है, आपके लिए फैसिलिटी शुरू हो चुकी है. और बहुत सारी स्कॉलरशिप रहती है, रिसर्च असिस्टेंटशिप, टीचर असिस्टेंटशिप, प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री कॉम्पिटिशंस, सब ये रहता है. Scholarships are there in state, bank loans are always there. इंडिया में भी यदि आपको जाना है तो आपको बैंक लोन्स की तैयारी करना पड़ेगी. 7.5 लाख रुपए तक एक गारंटर पे लोन मिलता है, 7.5 लाख रुपए से ऊपर आपको मॉर्गेज देना पड़ेगा. तो आपके टैक्सेशन अच्छे से फाइल होना चाहिए, आपका सिविल स्कोर अच्छा रहना चाहिए, आपके घर के पेपर्स अच्छे रहना चाहिए. रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज फ्रॉम 9% to 11%. Many institutions like Avance and Credila are giving the financial assistance at without mortgage 11 to 12%. यदि बहुत सारे गरीब बच्चे हैं तो lot of institution like Wipro and Morarji and Mills and all that, they are giving the sponsorship for the education if your academic record is good. Lot of NGOs are there. Some RSS functionaries are also giving the scholarships. So all this is possible. Now funding is not a great problem for the education. The only thing is that awareness and proper planning is required. So these are the advisories published by the Indian Embassy. This is the copy of that. You can take the screenshot for this. So government advisory for Russia. So what they have given: students seeking admission in any particular need to find out directly from the university as to whether they will follow the required criteria. The diploma awarded by the Russian Medical University bears the registration number. The student need to clear accreditation examination conducted in Russian language after final examination in order to be eligible to obtain certificate of license for the medical practice in Russia. ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ये गैजेटेड नोट, ये एडवाइजरी है एम्बेसी, इंडियन एम्बेसी स्टूडेंट्स. सेकंड लीजिए, इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर कजाकिस्तान. 17 लाख में हो रहा है एमबीबीएस करके मैं जा रहा हूँ, 20 लाख में हो रहा है करके मैं जा रहा हूँ, और बाद में वो डॉक्टर ही नहीं बनता है. सो बेसिकली दिस इज द थिंग कि यहाँ पे दिया है रजिस्ट्रेशन. सी दिस, After completing their education, Indian students are eligible to appear in examination conducted in 3 languages: Kazakh, Russian, and English by the National Center of Independent Testing for getting license to practice as a doctor in Kazakhstan, like other Kazakh. Student practicing working in Kazakhstan is subject to the labor and immigration law of Kazakhstan. अभी कोई भारत के विद्यार्थी को वहां का लेबर लॉ मालूम है क्या? नहीं मालूम। और वो लेबर लॉ में कोई प्रोविजन रही कि जिससे आप अटक गए वहां पे तो क्या करोगे फिर? सो प्लीज बी अवेयर अबाउट ऑल दिस थिंग्स. डोंट पुट योर फ्यूचर ऑन एट रिस्क. सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? हम लोग आपको सारी गाइडेंस करते हैं. हम बच्चे के एकेडमिक, फाइनेंशियल और उसके नीट के मार्क्स और ये सारा देख के सभी करियर्स के लिए गाइड करते हैं, लेकिन नीट एडमिशन भी हम संभालते हैं. हम विदाउट डोनेशंस आपको एडमिशन देने के लिए आपको हेल्प करते हैं. पूरा उसको बजट कैसे रहेगा, कौन सी इंस्टीट्यूशंस लीगली परफेक्ट है, कहाँ पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट की केसेस चल रही हैं, ये सारा भी हम आपको ये सब देख के आपके एडमिशन होते हैं. कहीं पे भी आपको डोनेशन या कहीं कालाबाजारी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Purely on merits, we can help the student to get admission without donation in accordance to their current financial status. वैसे प्लान किया जा सकता है सर. सो इसके लिए आपको मुझसे मिलना पड़ेगा. वन ऑन वन आई कैन बी अवेलेबल फॉर द काउंसलिंग सेशंस. Even for the medical PG also we help. We will take the students. We are the only one in India who are taking the students for the free medical PG in United States. और इसके अलावा भी सारे करियर्स के लिए इवन BHMS, फिजियोथेरेपी, आयुर्वेदा, डेंटल, ये भी एडमिशंस के लिए हम पूरा गाइडेंस करते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू गवर्नमेंट लॉज. कोई भी कैपिटेशन फी आपको देना नहीं पड़ेगा. सो इसके लिए आप मुझसे संपर्क कर सकते हैं क्योंकि आज का विषय ही ये था. और अब्रॉड एजुकेशन में वी टेक द स्टूडेंट्स टू द सेफ डेस्टिनेशंस एज पर द लॉ, एंड सेकेंडली वी गाइड देम इन द पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन पार्ट. मेंटोरिंग रहता है. सो इसके लिए आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लें, ठीक है. और मेरे रिकॉर्डेड वेबिनार्स आर देयर एट द astutecareers.com. astutepromo.com is also our channel, and you can take the screenshot of these numbers. You can book one-on-one appointment with me. My appointments are also online available. astutecareers.com. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on this LinkedIn, Facebook, and what बोलते हैं उसको, Instagram and all that. So you can follow surely. So that's all from now from my side. So wish you all the best for this. Now if some questions are there, surely I will take that questions. तो आप unmute करके भी पूछ सकते हैं. और
Sir, my daughter is having 340. She is from journal category and we are from UP.
okay. So basically, see, in 340, UK should apply to the UP for both the quotas. Whatever quotas are there, state domicile quota is also there, and whatever the all India quota in private institutions is available, you should apply to that also. And along with that, we can try for the Haryana like state is also possible, but Karnataka, Telangana, and all this will not be available for you. More chances deemed universities can also be planned for you. So UP deemed universities can be planned. So deemed university, but I don't know what is your financial condition. So according to that, we can discuss the things. So you can we can talk one-on-one. But 340, which caste you belong to? Which caste? General, na?
General category. Yeah.
So in general, it is very difficult to get the government institutions and all that. Mostly you will be getting the private institutions and all that in the Uttar Pradesh itself, but the fees will be at around 15 lakh can be the cost of education total. 11 to 15 lakhs per year can be the cost of education in that. And deemed universities are very good because of the research facilities and all that, international collaborations, upgraded syllabuses and all that. you can also think about, but the cost of education is slightly higher. So what we
which
can do,
would
we can do
yeah,
the UG here and then save your money in the PG part.
right. And which would be better, deemed university or the private colleges?
Definitely, deemed universities are better. Some of the Rama institutions and Mishra and all that from Lucknow, some are good institutions, but deemed universities are good, no doubt about it. Infrastructure is good. Not all private college. See, all the colleges are basically have the NOC from National Medical Commission. So every college has to maintain the minimum facilities, but still research facility is very important, and a lot of deemed universities are aggressively going after that because
Okay.
they need the
And
research funding. Then only the education will be affordable in India. If Indian institutions will get the research from outside,
mhm.
Stanford University has a research fund of 2 lakh crore rupees. One university has the budget of research more than the education policy budget of India. So this research money can make our education cheaper.
Okay. And if we plan for US for PG,
Yeah.
then is it 100% means, is it some criteria on basis of
Yeah,
which they
since of course you will have to clear the United States medical licensing examination 1 and 2, and
okay.
secondly, you need to build up your academic and non-academic profile, do some research, have some publications. That I will tell you separately. All the criteria
Okay.
are there. So surely you can develop yourself, but a lot of students are going to the United States. No issues at all. We can have OBC non-creamy layer 303 marks have possible to get admission in MBBS. See, कुठल्या state चे तुम्ही in you belong to which state? Galaxy no 2003
केरला
to
से
कुछ
केरला से
हाँ
केरला से केरला से
from Kerala. So it is very difficult to get 303 marks OBC concessions. You can get the admits in private institutions in another states, maybe in northern states and all that, or deemed universities. But OBC concession will not be there for. SC candidate 300 marks is possible to government colleges. No, difficult to get the government. Already I told you it is very difficult to get government institution. But in private institutions also, SC does not have any fee in the state of Maharashtra. आप कौन से इससे है? SC candidate 300 Maharashtra ना, ठीक. General category 568 Maharashtra. Good chances of getting the private institutions. Government will be difficult for you. But at the same time, my advice to apply to Karnataka is a backup option also with Maharashtra. फक्त महाराष्ट्राच्या भरोश्यावर नका राहू, कारण की क्वालिटी इन्स्टिट्यूशन नाही मिळाली तर मग डिफिकल्ट होऊन जातं तुम्हाला. It becomes very difficult. So basically, you should have a backup of Karnataka also along with the Maharashtra. Such good night. 400 Maharashtra. Where is your office in Mumbai? At Dadar. We have the office at Dadar. What is the budget for Philippines USA PG program? See, Philippines is at around 4 lakh, 4.5 lakh per year for the this pre-medical part followed by the MD. So total budget can be within 1 crore rupees, complete up to the MD. It will happen, and in the PG you will be getting the $5,000 to $10,000 per month stipend. So your education will be zero budget. If you will take UG in India, it is 75 lakhs to 1.25 crores. Here your UG plus PG at around 75 lakhs to 90 lakhs, everything will happen till the US, and in US PG will be free. Sir, from where we could get information brochure? Will college visit? You go on the mcc.nic.in. The information brochure of last year is published there, and our you speak to us, we will also provide you. No issues at all. I am scoring 400. What are my admission chances? Good chances. Only thing is that what is your budget of education? Where we should apply? It all comes to that place. But good chances of getting admission. Everybody, see, it is all about, it is not about marks only. It is all about your budget, your priorities, and everything. Okay. 540 marks OBC, can we get admission? Yes, you can get admission in the private institution mostly, but borderline. You should have a backup plan ready for you. In Maharashtra, very less number of seats are available for the OBC candidate. Only 19% and 30% seats are for the girls. So OBC and open goes together actually. Okay. So if you want admission guidance, any more questions you can surely ask us. And you can connect with me. You can have one-to-one. We can have the appointments and we can have the question and answer session. हम लोग केवल 50 लोगों का एडमिशन प्रोसीजर करते हैं MBBS का, और उसके लिए फिर आप लोगों को क्या क्या फैसिलिटीज चाहिए, वैसे फिर अलग अलग फीस स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं हमारे. सो आपको मिलना पड़ेगा हमसे. ऑनलाइन भी मुलाकात हो सकती है. We can have online meetings and then accordingly we can discuss in person to person, and accordingly we can decide the further strategies for India as well as for abroad, everything. So that's all. Thank you. Hope the seminar was good and informative. You can put your comments here. Comments अपने भेज सकते हैं. भगवान जी, आपको शुभकामनाएं बहुत सारी. Yes, from the, I think you are from Jalgaon, na? Dr. Bhagwan. Yeah. Thank you, Rishma ji. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So please connect with us. We will be closing our registrations in few days. If you are really interested, connect with us. Thank you.